Well, in Ely this afternoon, because my partner needs to find some clothes for her award ceremony. Boring, so I've got a coffee. And just gonna have a wander around and chill. The short people work as I'm not that tall. Now, later on this afternoon, I'm going to be working on the bullet. I do have some other chores to do. I need to service the Kawasaki engine of the lawnmower. So, I'll see you there. My Countach lawnmower with a Kawasaki engine, and which I finally got started after changing the solenoid. Time to give him a service. Now, I've already drained the oil, and I need to take the old filter off and put the new filter on. Fill up with some new oil. Now, this is an oil filter wrench. My one's too small, so I have an attachment. Ta-da! I don't know why I pressed that. Products. Filming, do that right. You attach that there. Attach this there, and voila. And it's the best tool I've ever had for removing an oil filter. And take it off. Okay, well that's the old one off. And here's one I've done earlier. Right, let's top this baby up. Okay, now time to get the spark plugs off. I've already removed that side, so this one. Oh, there's a bit of a tweak cap. Voila. That's a little bit sooty, isn't it? Here's a nice shiny new one. There's the old one. Welcome to Dame's Lawnmower Mechanics. Right. Done. Right, and now back to probably what you've actually come for. So, you may be wondering what my plans are. I have already probably expressed them a few times. Let me just get off my skateboard. Beforehand, I thought I'd really go through the things that I have done, and also the costs to date, because he's not been cheap. I thought I'd start at the front, a bit with the switchgear. So this is actually a new brake reservoir and, well, front brake from the classic 360. Also, has a new throttle cable, new grips, and of course new switchgear on the left hand side that you saw in the previous video that was replaced. It's obviously all disconnected currently again, and a whole new exhaust because the other one was falling to pieces. And when I say falling to pieces, I mean literally falling to pieces. Fingers going through the rusty pipe. Frame was rusty everywhere, so that had a coat of paint and a clean up. Now this whole thing needs replacing, and I'll show you why. So these bolts right here come from underneath, where this is definitely not standard, and I can't really trust it. And ours are brand new, by the way, as well. So I have a new binnacle because the holes were drilled out. So what it has some threads in there. Bolts go in, holds it in place. That one doesn't. And then this lovely Amal carb, I also gave a good service because it was a bit bunged up because the bike had been sat for like 5 years. And then these little black side panels, it's a bit dusty. They were chromed and they were pitted everywhere. Everywhere. And it also had a nice new conical air filter, a new air filter. Oh, and the brake pedal. This had a little interesting adaptive extra piece. Yeah, I removed that. I'll show you a little clip of that now. and the battery box here, that had fallen to pieces as well, so I actually gave it a good sand and managed to save it with a bit of elbow grease and a bit of black paint. And a new battery, of course, which isn't on right now. Oh yeah, and the mudguard too. Front one anyway, that got replaced, along with brake pads and braided hose. Yeah. Yeah, and the fork seals. Oh, and new tyres. Had new tyres, front and back. Yeah. And if you're wondering, Avon Road Riders. Mark II. And we can't forget the bubba seat. Sprung. Yeah. Now, you're probably wondering what's next. Well, in this box, we have work to do. The mudguard. The side panels. The headlamp, which did get a new peak on it. And a few other goodies. Yeah, like the tappet cover, because, there you go. The tappets need sorting out. New pilot lights. So, that's where we are right now. The task 1 is get rid of the remaining paint that's on the mudguard and the side panels, get them resprayed, which means I can refit this. Then, the headlight surround thingy, forgot what it's called. That needs a little sand down repaint, replace this broken one. And then, it's a case of putting it all back together. Just kind of cosmetic bits left. Apart from the tappets, I've never actually done the tappets, but there's quite a number of videos on how to do it. Do I risk it? Or do I get Joe from the works to sort it? And Emily. Of course Emily, sorry. I told you I'm going to mention you because Joe has plenty of experience, if you don't know Joe from the works, with bullets, Triumphs, anything and everything really. And I'll put a list of all the things that have actually been done and how much it's cost me so far to get to this stage. I say this stage, he was running it on the road and cosmetically I needed to do some changes. That would be the plan so far, mainly cosmetics and then getting things just sorted really. Ciao for now. Watch this space.